Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather, bringing you a Thanksgiving week update. I know a lot of travel to be had by many of you, and so bringing you at least an idea of what's going on. The good news is, looks like a fairly warm Thanksgiving for us around here. Rain should hold off until probably Thanksgiving night, so not a bad day overall. We just got a couple of cold days to deal with until we get there. Of course, we had a rainy weekend and it was a cold rain. There was some snow up to our north. In fact, Chicago and points in northern Indiana just really got hammered with snow. Iowa got over a foot of snow, and that trailed through Chicago and traveled through northern Indiana as well. But only thing we really saw around here was a few snow flurries mixing in with the light drizzle. Did have several reports of that. Yeah, saw a couple of flakes. That was about it. Nothing really in major for us, and of course, nothing really in the forecast as far as flakes go either. It's just not really a pattern that's conducive to that. I'll talk about that in just a second. But as I put this into motion, high pressure, large and in charge, that will eventually start to retreat away. By the time Wednesday comes in, you've got the cold front out to our west, and you can see some showers starting to break out. Here's as you wake up on Thursday morning, but nothing still in the area. There's a significant rain event starting to shake up to our west, but it doesn't really affect us. In fact, here we come into the overnight hours on Thursday night late and into early Friday morning. That's whenever you start to really see some things come through here. So it looks like your day on Thursday will be warm with just a good southwest wind pumping us up probably into the low 60s around the area. So certainly change compared to the 30s that we saw for a high on Saturday. And of course, a continued cold today. It's going to continue on the chilly side too. But it looks like showers could last really even through the weekend. We've got several wet days coming up, but notice how quick these moving systems are. And then beyond that, nothing really major in the pipes. And well, let me show you our indices. And if you followed me last winter, then you'll know we look at these. The PNA index, the positive Pacific North American, when it goes positive above the black line into the positive, that indicates more of a trough over the eastern portion of the country, which is exactly what we're seeing and keeping us in the cool right now. But we also have to take a look at our AO, the Arctic Oscillation. And whenever you have the AO go negative, that means that cold air is bottled up in Canada. And if the PNA is positive, it can just funnel that cold air in. But really what it is positive, and so that means that you just don't have that large Arctic outbreak available to come down. It's just not in favor for that. And of course, the North Atlantic Oscillation firmly in the positive, and it looks to stay firmly in the positive for a while too. And of course, what that means is you get fast-moving storms. If you've got a negative NAO, it sort of acts as a roadblock and says the North Atlantic Ocean is closed. That slows systems down for us, but whenever it stays positive like that, they can just race across to the United States, go out to sea, and of course that leads to very fast-moving systems, and it leads to no real snow chances for us. And so if you're looking for snow, I can't show you anything decent in the next few days. The PNA, you certainly would want that positive, but you want the AO negative, you want the NAO negative, and we don't have that. The indice is just not in favor here for sustained long-term cold weather. Now, we will cool down compared to where we've been, but nothing too major. In fact, let me just show you. We get a nice warm up here coming for Thursday. Temperatures near 60 degrees. In fact, I'm forecasting a little bit higher than what the GFS ensembles are saying here. But we go down after that. But even for the beginning of December, let's just think about it. Low to mid 40s, that's decently warm for December type of weather. So yeah, it's not the 50s and 60s we've been seeing over the past month. We're coming down to more seasonable weather, but we're on the warm side of seasonal. So we're certainly not looking at anything that would produce a major snowstorm for us around here. Nothing in sight as far as that sees. We're going to have to wait for those indices to change. And of course, with El Nino firmly in place right now, December's probably not going to be your snow month. Unless something happens just on fluke. With that active El Nino pattern, it's going to be hard to get the snow in here. Snowy kind of wintry pattern there. Really, once we start to see El Nino begin to go on the downward slide and fade, come maybe January or February, that's when we might get a little bit more active. Does not look to me like an overly active December yet. Of course, that could change. It's only the 23rd of November, but all signs point to sort of a slow start around here. and kind of on the mild side too. So we'll take it as far as that goes. Go to southernindianaweather.com, folks. You can click on 10-day forecast again. Hey, on the warm up, we only made it into the 40s today. We go back to the 50s tomorrow, partly sunny skies. The sunshine comes out again, though, for Wednesday, but by the time Thursday comes out again, you've got a mostly cloudy sky coming up here. It'll be a pretty gloomy day. Showers start to move in overnight, but hey, we'll take low 60s for a high temperature. Rain really comes in, though, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday next week. And it's not going to be a sustained rain. It's just going to be periods of rain here and there. But you notice temperatures certainly on the cool side again compared to where we have been. But again, that's more in line with where we should normally be. So upper 40s would be around our normal temperature. So at least seasonable weather headed our way. Folks, that's it for this update. Have a great Thanksgiving week. No major problems to worry about right now, but we'll keep you updated as the week goes on. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite for SouthernIndianaWeather.com. Happy Thanksgiving and have a great day.